Hi there, I'm Cassidy. Today I'll be leading you through a 30-minute yoga class so you can unwind and relax after a busy day. All you need for today's practice is yourself and a yoga mat if you have one, but feel free to grab a pillow and blanket to get extra cozy in poses and make your space nice and calming before we begin. This is your practice, so feel free to make variations and personalize poses to fit your body throughout today's practice. Remember to subscribe to my channel for free yoga classes every week, and leave a like if you enjoy today's practice. Let's get started. We're going to begin today in a reclined bound angle. So bring the soles of the feet together and then lay back, so making this butterfly position with the legs. If you'd like, you can bring pillows or blankets underneath the knees for a little bit of extra support. But just get settled in here. Allow the body to just be still. Maybe for the first time you've had a chance to be still today. Close the eyes. Allow some of those distractions from the day, some of those to-do lists, those things that have been weighing down the mind. Start to just gently let them go. Focusing the mind on the present moment. And maybe setting an intention for your practice. Maybe you find an affirmation like, I am calm. I am relaxed. Start to check in with the body. Notice how it's feeling today. Noticing where you're holding tension, and if you can maybe start to just consciously release some of that. Allowing the body to settle into the yoga mat. Allowing the hips to begin to fall open. We'll bring one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. I'm going to spend a little bit of time setting up the breath. So before we begin to deepen the breath, simply start to notice and become aware of the breath. Noticing the pattern, the rhythm of your breath that you brought onto your yoga mat with you today. Noticing the length of your inhales and your exhales. And then maybe gradually with every breath, starting to make the breath just a little bit deeper. Feeling the belly rise with every inhale and fall with every exhale. Breathing in and out through the nose. Finding long, full inhales that fill the belly up. And long exhales. Trying to make the inhale and the exhale about the same length as one another. And setting up a rhythm for your breath that you can carry with you throughout the rest of our practice today. Something that you can stay consistent with. And the breath is such a great tool for mindfulness. So if you notice the mind start to wander, and it might as we wind down from our busy day, just simply bring your focus back to your breath, maybe back to your intention of being calm, being relaxed. Good. Gently guide the knees in, and then just begin to let them fall side to side, just windshield wipering them, finding some decompression through the low back. Good. Then we're going to hug both knees into the chest. Maybe take some rocks from side to side, giving yourself a little back massage here. And then simply just leave the right knee hugged into the chest and extend the left leg long. Just begin to find some movement. You can make some circles with the knee or the ankle. And then just switch sides, hug the left knee into the chest and extend the right leg long. Finding those movements, once again, maybe you find circles with the knee or with the ankle. Starting to let go of some tension through the hips. And hug both knees back into the chest. Then we'll take a big full body stretch, so extend the arms up overhead and the legs long. Take a big inhale, arch the back, point the toes. And then hug the knees back into the chest. Begin to rock back and forth. And eventually make your way into a comfortable seated position. Good, I'll be cross-legged, but you're welcome to find something else that's comfortable for you. And bring the hands to heart center. Close your eyes. And we already set an intention for our practice today, and chances are you're probably here to find some rest and relaxation. But in addition to thinking about what we want to accomplish in today's practice, also take a moment to acknowledge what you're looking to let go of from your day. And then just putting that behind you and bringing the mind into the present moment. Take an inhale and reach the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, hands come to heart center, just starting to link the breath with the movement. Let's find that twice more. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. One last time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Take an inhale and reach the arms all the way back up. Exhale, bring the right hand to the outside of the left knee. And the left hand comes behind you, lifting through the crown of the head for a seated twist. Take an inhale. Exhale, maybe you twist just a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach the arms back to center. Exhale, finding that twist to the other direction. Left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand comes behind you, and the crown of the head lifts up for a twist. Take a big inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach the arms back up to center. Exhale, just release the hands by the sides. Let's extend the legs long out in front of us. And we're actually going to find a wide seated forward fold, so just separate the legs a little bit. So not your fullest straddle where you're feeling that stretch very intensely, but just widening up the feet a little bit. Take an inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, begin to walk the hands in between the legs, coming into that forward fold position, keeping a nice flat back. You're also welcome here to bring a pillow or blanket or any combination of things underneath your chest and your head for some support. Take a big inhale. And a long exhale, settle in. Good, start to walk the hands off towards the right leg. Take an inhale. And exhale. Gently walk the hands back through center and then off towards the left leg. Take an inhale. Exhale to relax. Good, walk the hands back to center. Maybe walking them just a little bit farther forward and settling in here for just 2 more deep breaths on your own. Gently begin to rise back up. Guide the legs back to center. And we'll be making our way into a tabletop onto all fours. So checking in once you arrive, shoulders are right above the wrists. Hips are right above the knees. We're engaging the core, flattening the spine. With your next inhale, drop the belly and look up. Exhale, round the spine and look to the belly button. Inhale, drop the belly, look up, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine and look to the belly button for cat. Close your eyes and we'll travel through some rounds of cat-cow on our own breath. And take whatever movements you need along the way so you can continue with those cat-cows. You're also welcome to find some hip circles. Sometimes I like to look from side to side. Just finding some intuitive movement and really getting in touch with what it is that your body needs today. What's feeling good to you? Really just allowing the breath to guide you through these movements. Take one more round of breath, maybe one more cat and one more cow. And then we'll meet back in our neutral tabletop. Take an inhale and reach open with the right arm. Take some wrist circles at the top. And then just gently begin to sway back and forth. Starting to feel that opening through the side body. And return to stillness. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to take the right hand and thread it under the left arm, the left armpit. Right shoulder and right temple are on the mat. Good, maybe begin to walk that left hand forward. This is our thread the needle pose. If you walked the left hand forward, gently begin to walk it back. Plant that left hand on the mat, and with your next inhale, spin open with the right, nice big stretch. Exhale, back to tabletop. Right hand plants, and on your next inhale, spin open with the left. Start by just circling out the wrist at the top. And then just begin to flow back and forth, swaying with the arm. Good, and return to stillness. Take an inhale, open up. Exhale, threading that left hand under the right arm. Left shoulder and left temple rest on the mat. Coming into our thread the needle stretch, feeling this through the left shoulder. Maybe you begin to walk that right hand forward. Let's take one breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Right hand plants on the mat. Take an inhale, spin open with the left. Good, biggest stretch you've taken all day. And exhale, come back to tabletop. From here, tuck the toes, press the hips up and back. Coming into your downward facing dog, checking in, we're pressing through the fingertips. Good, taking some stress off of the wrists. Heels are pressing towards the ground. Ears are right in between the biceps. And just spend some time finding movement, pedaling out the feet, getting that nice stretch through the backs of the legs as you slowly bend into one knee at a time. And start to return to stillness, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, bend the knees, and gaze forward. Exhale, step the feet to meet the hands for forward fold. Feel free to take as many steps as you need to get there. Good. When you arrive, heel toe the feet to the outer edges of the yoga mat, a little bit wider than hips distance apart. And then opposite hands grab opposite elbows, coming into ragdoll. You can swing back and forth. You can shake the head yes and no. Just allowing yourself to release any tension that's clinging on in the body, letting the head and the neck hang heavy. Plant the hands back on the mat, heel toe the feet back together for forward fold. And with your next inhale, as slowly as you possibly can, roll all the way up to standing. So stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae. Head is the last thing to arrive. And when you do arrive, roll the shoulders down the back. Hands are at the sides, fingertips are extended, palms facing forward. Crown of the head lifting, shoulders relaxed. Ground through all four corners of both feet. This is our mountain pose. And really feeling your power, your strength, your energy here. Letting this simple pose be one that allows you to stand in your power. Good. Bring the hands to heart center. Take an inhale through the nose and fill up. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Let's take one more just like that. Inhale, think about your intention, what you want to bring into your night. And exhale, sigh it out, let go of that aspect of the day that you're done with, that you're putting behind you. From here, bring the hands behind the back and interlace the fingers. Take an inhale and reach through the chest. And on your exhale, gentle bend in the knees as you find a forward fold. Maybe you begin to lift the hands off of the back, intensifying that stretch through the shoulders. This is our humble forward fold. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to rise back up. And then just shake it out. Shake out the arms, the shoulders, the legs. And gather the hands to heart center. Take an inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, keep a flat back as you find your forward fold. Head and neck are heavy. Maybe you gently bend into one knee at a time. And return to stillness. From here, just release the knees onto the yoga mat, coming back into tabletop. Option to take a couple more rounds of cat-cow here if that's calling to you. And as you're ready, just make your way into a comfortable seated position. And we're going to be moving into deer pose. So to start, we'll bring the right leg in front of us like this. And then bring the left knee into the arch of the right foot. So creating kind of this Z shape with the legs. Maybe this is enough and you're starting to feel that stretch, or maybe you extend that left leg a little farther behind you, separating the left knee from the right foot. Take an inhale, sit up nice and tall, lift through the crown of the head. And on your exhale, maybe you begin to walk the hands forward, settling into this stretch a little bit deeper. Once again, you're welcome to find that pillow and blanket wherever you'd like them in our practice today. And let's take 3 deep breaths here. Inhaling, filling up the belly. Exhale and settle in. Take one more deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Begin to rise back up. Maybe you shake out the legs a little bit. And we'll move into our deer pose on the other side. So bringing that left leg in front of you. Starting by bringing the right knee into the sole of the left foot, into the arch. Maybe staying here in this Z sit position, or maybe starting to bring that right leg a little farther behind you. Take an inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, maybe begin to walk the hands forward, settling into this stretch. And taking some deep breaths on your own. Staying mindful. And slowly begin to rise back up. Unwind the legs, shake them out. We'll bring the legs long out in front of us, flex the feet. Take an inhale and reach the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, begin to bring the heart towards the thighs as you bring the hands to reach for the feet for our seated forward fold. Option to keep the knees bent. Take a big inhale and exhale, settle in. Inhale, walk the hands back up, sit up nice and tall. And then make your way all the way onto your back. So you're lying down. And hug the knees into the chest. You can take some rocks from side to side or back and forth, giving yourself a little back massage. And then leave the right knee hugged into the chest and extend the left leg long. Take an inhale. Exhale, drape that right knee across the left leg. Right hand comes out to the side and the head looks to the right. Shoulders stay planted on the mat for a supine twist. And allow yourself to just settle in here. Feeling that tension just being wrung out of the body. Connect with the breath and with your intention. Oftentimes, as we start to slow down our yoga practice, as we hold poses a bit longer and find more stillness, the mind often wants to ramp up and start going a little bit faster. It's okay if distractions make their way in. Simply acknowledge them and then let them go, bringing the mind back into this space, back into the present moment. We'll take a couple more deep breaths in this supine twist, really just allowing yourself to be here, to be present. And gently hug both knees back into the chest. Maybe taking some rocks from side to side. We'll find that supine twist on the other direction. So left knee stays hugged into the chest. Right leg extends long. Take an inhale. Exhale, drape the left knee across the right leg. Left hand comes out to the side and the head looks to the left. Shoulders root into the yoga mat, into the ground below you. Take a big inhale. Open the mouth and let it go. Just choosing to be present throughout the duration of this stretch, of this stillness. Allowing the mind to be completely here for just a little bit longer. With every exhale, those distractions, those things we're putting behind us, let them melt away. Find stillness for a couple more breaths. Begin to hug the knees back into the chest, taking some rocks side to side, whatever movements feel good. Then we'll grab onto the soles of the feet and open up for happy baby. Knees are coming in towards the armpits. We're thinking about keeping that tailbone planted on the mat. And smile. The pose is called happy baby. You can rock side to side, you can straighten one leg and then the other, just have fun with this. And then from here, just extend the legs straight up towards the sky for legs up the wall pose. And you can either stay right here in your legs up the wall, or if you'd like to find this pose as your final resting pose for our practice today, you're welcome to come against a wall and actually put your legs up against the wall for legs up the wall pose. If you're choosing to find that variation, if you have a wall nearby, you're welcome to come into traditional Shavasana or just stay there for the rest of your practice today. And just stay for a little bit longer in your legs up the wall. And this is a great pose that I recommend before bed in your daily or weekly routine. So once again, you have the option to either stay here or just hug the knees back into the chest. Take some final rocks from side to side. Take an inhale, bring the head up to the knees, squeeze everything in as tight as you can. And with your exhale, allow yourself to release into your final resting pose of Shavasana. Close the eyes and scan the body starting at the top of the head, working all the way down to the toes. Relaxing every little tiny part of the body along the way. Soften the jaw, soften the space in between the eyebrows, and allow the body to be still, to be relaxed, to be calm. Set aside those distractions for just a little bit longer. Just allowing yourself to settle in fully and completely. Allowing the day behind you to melt away. Making space for the opportunities that are yet to come to you. And slowly start to introduce some subtle movement back into the body. You can wiggle the fingers and the toes. Roll out the ankles and the wrists. Rock the head from side to side. And as you're ready, roll onto either side using your arm as a pillow. Finding one last moment of stillness in our practice today. Use this time to say something nice to yourself. That's something we don't do enough. As you're ready, just rise into a comfortable seated position. Bring the hands to heart center. Let's take one final breath together. Inhale through the nose and fill up. Open the mouth and let it go. Thank you so much for joining me for this yoga practice today, and I hope it was a good way for you to wind down from your busy day, to relax. Remember to leave a like on this video and subscribe to my channel for free yoga classes every week. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.